Hello everybody, and welcome back to Test It Now Friends. This is Joey Gomez, and today I'm going to be featuring two applications. That's right, two applications. But before I get to that, I'd like to say thank you. I appreciate it when you come on my channel and check out my videos. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below so I can know about more content you'd like to know and learn about, as well as click the notification bell. That way you always get an update on things that I'm reviewing. Today we're going to be testing Camera Mouse and Midas Touch. Let's test it. So, what are we doing today? Today we are going to be going over some software for individuals that need the ability, that are without their ability to use appendages of their body in order to control the mechanics of a computer, and they need to be able to click a mouse, they need to be able to use a software, and this stuff is going to literally blow your mind because of what it can do and what it helps. So the first one we're going to talk about today is a software in order to move and control the mouse on your computer with your head. That's right. You don't need your appendages to be able to control these things, guys. And there are multiple diagnoses that this applies to. Multiple sclerosis, cerebral palsy, ALS. There are people that we service as instructors who have so much need, and because they have so much need, they also are going to be provided with a software now where they can move the mouse that they have. So I'm going to take control right now with just the mouse, and I'm going to show you exactly where this thing is. So if I can close this out. This is a software, I'll just click on itself, called Camera Mouse. And Camera Mouse is a software that is a camera, so now I've got two cameras on there, that will look at a position that you choose and scroll to an icon, click on that icon. What you do is you go to the settings, you download the software, and Camera Mouse, you can find it online. Camera Mouse, I'll bring up the webpage right here, so that way you're clear. CameraMouse.org looks like this. Great software. Again, all those diagnoses: cerebral palsy, spinal muscular atrophy, ALS, multiple sclerosis, traumatic brain injuries. Neurological disorders, kids that struggle every day that we work with, that this is available to them. It's amazing. So we click on this right here, we go to settings, we're going to choose, and it's called a dwell time. And what does that mean? If my hand is an icon and my finger is the mouse, and I put it over the icon for a certain period of time, it will react. And that reaction is what exactly happens with this clicking ability. As it dwells over a certain software, that allows it to be able to you want to choose single click specifically because it makes it easier for our kids. We don't want to torture them with this idea of double click. Some of them may have appendages, won't matter, but that function. But for this case, let's just focus on single click today. There is a control settings. I don't typically change this up. It's usually pretty functional. It just basically changes if you want it to be on or off with the F9 key on your computer. F9 and your F9 keys on your keyboard. So if this is more of a where's the parameter of the edges of the screen, I leave it at 0% because honestly, it doesn't really make a difference. You'll be able to have your kids using it right from the get-go, and you can let the kids have a pause break, but I kind of find that kids just want to get things done, and so there's not really a reason to have them wait a period of time or have this pause setting on. Sensitivity is so important. Sensitivity controls the X and Y axes. So if you're looking at it, you don't want it to be so sensitive that as they turn their head, it literally goes off the screen. What you want to happen is you want your kids to have control of motion. So I leave it on medium because it does move quickly. Also, it has to be a smoothness that is very high. You want the actual picture itself of the mouse to really flow well. So this one I leave on very high. As far as miscellaneous features, yes, you can determine when to move the mouse, the pointer, if that's what you prefer. I honestly just leave it whenever, because if the kid that's using it doesn't have the appendages that are working, then I'm not focused on keeping them from using it. This startup feature will just automatically occur if you want it to. I usually sit down, set it up, go through the steps. And then of course it has a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 function for the routine. I'm not going to touch it or deal with it right now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go to this screen here and I'm going to choose a spot. And they actually recommend using right near the eyebrow here, right between the eye and the eyebrow. So I'm going to click on it. It's a little too high. There you go. And you'll see what's going to happen. So in a matter of seconds, it's literally going to be taken control of. Yes, it's actually in response to me moving my head. And if I'm a child who's never been able to use a mouse before like this, and I've had to use dictation to be able to say this, to have the movement of my head take control over the mouse is just amazing. So I'm going to dwell over this Midas Touch link right here. And why did I get Midas Touch involved with this? Midas Touch, before I get into touching it, is a program for AAC, Augmentative or Alternative Communication. What does that mean? That just simply means that if my kid wants to be able to speak, we're going to give this kid the ability right now. Boom. It literally hovered over and clicked it. What am I saying? I'm saying it literally clicked the link. Oh, I better go put that back. I went to the bottom right. Boom. It's incredible. It is literally moving and clicking at the speed and rate in which I may need to control. Now, kids are not going to be speaking, so for the sake of time, I'm going to stop. But I'm going to show you what this is going to do as far as augmentative communication.
C.
I'm actually going to move this over now that I think about it, because that should be important, the setting place. Okay, let's get this back here. As you can tell, it will just get right back to me. Don't even have to set anything up.
H. A. T. Space. L. A. T. E. R. Chat later.
Wow, that's something incredible, right? Your child just literally was able to use communication with his head movement, maybe the only muscle in the body that would be able to do this. And they are now able to communicate with you. And we recommend this software, these softwares. I recommend it if your kid is lacking the use of appendages, if they're struggling with the ability to communicate what they want, being able to have the personality that they want, feeling separated from from the kids and peers that they're with. Let's give them the advantage. This really is a thumbs up software right here. It's free. That's right. Doesn't cost anything. Nothing. This is a no-brainer for me. I am getting this for my kids that need it. And we just tested it.